Welcome one, welcome all, aspiring traders scattered across the globe. Today is going to be a great day. It is Thriving Thursday or Thirsty Thursday. Could be a combination of both, depends on how the day is going. But let me start by saying hello to each and every one of you who've decided to join us here live at xm.com. And for all of the YouTube viewers who might be tuning in for the first time, let me say this is the moment every day XM is live. We are doing these sessions in beginner rooms and advanced rooms, a dozen different instructors, dozen different theories, dozen different strategies, so you can find the mentor you need to get you to the next level. This is my weekly session with the lovely Sylvia Bellrock. Don't worry, I am not like creeping when I say lovely. That is my wife, so I'm entitled to say such nice things. And it also gives me browning points for the rest of the day. She's also known as the NASDAQ queen. So if you have questions directly related to tech stocks in the NASDAQ, that's the person that you want to talk to. I'm just here for entertainment purposes only, and we'll be with you on YouTube here for the next 15 minutes. Ask away, guys. Ask away these sessions. That's what they're here for you to get to the next level as a trader. And on that note, I've done enough talking. That's a long enough intro. How are you, Miss
Hello and
Sylvia
hi from
Bellrock,
my side as well
on
to the
Thirsty
YouTube
Thursday?
world. Hello from my side
Yeah.
too.
They
Nice
put
to
us
see
on
you
the
here
tube.
on
They
this
actually put us on
morning.
YouTube because you're very pleasant. They put because you're here. I
That's nice
just
of you. He's just
happen
nice
to
because I'm on camera. Otherwise, he's
yeah,
not so nice to me.
that's right. I'm not so nice in real life. So
But
where
it's
shall
nice
we
that on
begin?
camera you show
Yes,
how kind you are.
I'm so kind. I'm so kind. These people just don't know, right? They don't know.
That's
So
right. So
okay.
everything is good here. Trying to, prepare for the market for some opening trades with my coffee here. What's going on? What's the market doing? How is the market treating you for the few hours that you've been awake before me?
Well, I haven't done anything but one session before. It's a
Not
little too
surprised.
early. There's not much going on here in the pre-market. Just one of the keys, I guess, is trading at the right time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, uh, I I feel like we're in this. We'll stay with U.S. markets, I guess, the Nasdaq to start with. I feel like we're just in this blender, like a wash machine, getting bounced around all over the place. Like
nice,
you
cute
just have
bounce.
so many fake signals, so many directional changes, only to see them kind of reverse. So, like yesterday, for I did this is things you have to deal with the market. We can look back and somebody can always try to point the finger or come up with an excuse, but markets just do what markets do, right? So yesterday you really just get smoked. Like I mean, not us as traders, but you the market just got hit really hard for no reason. There was no really any specific news on it. It just sold. Why? No one will ever really know the answer. Then I guess you could say Tesla perhaps saves the
For
market
now, for now.
or gives a glimpse. I'll say this before I take up too much time. I think one of the reasons the market's really trapped in this range and bouncing back and forth is because of the election, which really doesn't matter. And all of these, probably the bigger issue is all these tech earnings, because the Nasdaq has been the laggard compared to the Dow Jones and the S&P 500. So they're probably kind of wondering, is Nvidia going to keep producing earnings like this? Is Facebook, Microsoft going to have good earnings? And if what we've seen so far with Netflix and Tesla, if that's any indication, the answer is yes. Netflix went up $80 a share on earnings. I think Tesla's already up $30 a share. This only, in my opinion, just reconfirms the bull market that when we started the year, there was all this talk about, is the Fed going to cut? We're going into a recession. The world is going to end. This is one huge bubble. And here you are 10 months in. There is no recession. The Fed has cut rates. Inflation has come down. And these tech earnings are still ridiculously high.
They're
So
good. Yeah, they're good.
it's not a bubble. It's not a bubble. It's
I don't
on.
think it's a bubble. Look, I've already said that many times. I think tech is the future. They're just starting. For me, this is just the start. This cannot be, the end of it. I believe when we start with all these not only tech companies, but more smaller companies that are delivering to take some, software or hardware. This is going to be huge as well. So this is just getting started, I believe, in the future of tech and tech with
There
trust.
you go.
So
In tech we
yeah,
trust.
and tech with trust. So I think AI is the next big thing. As you know, I use that a lot in my work, and not only in my work, sometimes in my private life to ask it questions. And that's just
Sometimes. You mean every
yeah,
day. Every day.
the,
Welcome, Esona. How are you? Nice to have you with us today. Make sure you ask questions.
yeah,
Yes,
thanks.
on that note, I don't use the whole AI thing at all, but I'm kind of disgusted that you do so much. It's interfering
I
with our
discouraged you
personal life
already.
because you keep coming down and saying, "Hey, I'm baking this recipe that AI recommended, or AI told me to do this, or ChatGPT." It's like another person living in the
That is
house
true.
is
Yeah.
this ChatGPT,
I'm happy with
which brought
whatever
us like to
person
last
that is.
week's.
You know why?
Yeah,
Because it knows everything, regardless if it's doctor, parenting, baking, marketing. It knows everything, and whatever I ask it, it can repeat itself. You ask it 100 times, it will answer me, and it will not judge me. Non-judgmental friend. Love it.
that's great. You're even like you're calling a robot algorithm your friend. See what this has done to you already? Like this is where this whole thing is going. It's your friend. Like sooner it'll have a name. It's like don't we have any like uniqueness to
Maybe
it?
I should
Like
give
it
it a
just
name.
it's like you can just have it write you a job resume and here, just write me. I don't know. Next thing you know, we're gonna have like these physical robots. This is gonna
He's
get out of
worried.
control.
He's
I'm the
worried, guys, as
conspiracy
you see.
theorist, but you're right. It's just starting. It's just getting going, and I think AI. I mean, Nvidia's already kind of mentioned how much it's going to be. I just think it's a matter of time. But probably the market's going to stall because we're currently in that situation,
At
right?
some point, yeah, of
Um,
course. It's not gonna go straight
where
up.
you've got the election here getting in the way, and so on. But I think today the question is, will this bounce hold up in the market? You're kind of like dead center again. So the question for me will be, what do we do here? Do we completely engulf all of yesterday as if it didn't exist, or does this thing retest the very lows? Hard to tell
Yeah,
here,
let's do
obviously,
here
at
the
this
daily
point, but
chart first. Okay. So yeah, the yesterday, but look, that's the US 100. Look at this nice wick here on the bottom. So yeah, it broke slightly underneath. Let me open up my pen here. Where's my pen? There it is. So it broke slightly underneath this range. It's been ranging for a while, and I've been expecting to see some kind of a break out or breakdown, like in this case, to one of the sides, because it's been for a few days range, not much happened. Yeah, yesterday it broke down a little bit, but look at this nice weekend. It closed again in the range. So that's the thing with ranges. Sometimes they get tested, they break down, and they close back in the range. So I think this is a positive sign this week. Means at this point, as the price came all the way here lower, obviously there were enough buyers to push the price higher. This is why it closed higher than the low price. So that's a good sign. And today, of course, because of Tesla, but we were already opening here with a nice little green push up. So maybe that's so yeah, the disadvantage for day trader right now, middle of the range. By the way, guys, Doug tricked me into day trading many years ago and still does. So even though if I'm trying to escape sometimes of that, he just keeps pushing me back to
I
that. So
tricked you.
for day traders,
I tricked you. I tricked you into day trading. I'm so deceptive. I'm just a trickster. That's what I do.
that's right. So this here in the middle, it's in the middle, as we are saying. Can you say our saying?
Don't diddle in the middle.
That's right. So if it's right here, you really cannot open it here. If you wanna open a trade, you have to wait two scenarios, in my opinion, this low to get tested. So where the pink line is, which is The one to actually almost three touches of a low zone. This is a good support zone. That's the blue and the pink, or the low of yesterday, which is all the way down here. So right now there is no possible trade. And if it continues, you're right, if it continues and just engulfs it, if you're day trading it, you don't have a trade. If you're swing trading, you probably have a position, which is great. But if you're trying to open something and scalp your way, you will have to wait patiently. That's what I
You
think. What
will
do you
have to
think?
wait patiently. Yeah. Um, I think, I mean, I think there's been enough chances and enough reasons to sell off the market. If you look at this recent pullback, if that's what you want to call it, you got three pretty aggressive down days on like the US 30, a little bit of a pullback here, a couple days on the US 500. And of course, big sell off there in the Nasdaq yesterday, but it doesn't build any momentum. You're not even moving underneath of early month lows. Like you're not even getting there before dip buyers show up. You got another aggressive wick, like the S&P 500 all time high 59.31, and after 3 days of selling, you're at like 58.30, like 100 points over the course of 3 to 4 days. That's not very much. Um, it's just still bullish. And again, these earnings, in my opinion, have come through much better this quarter than last quarter. So last quarter, it wasn't very good for Netflix. It wasn't very good for Tesla. I think it's just a precursor. All time highs coming soon, but that doesn't, it's not going to be today. I just think, look, if you got a few short shots that maybe early, if you get an impulse and you're a scalper, that you have a short play there. But otherwise, just keep buying the dips.
On the other
And I
hand,
would
look at
expect,
this.
like, if you look at the US 30 with
Yeah,
three solid down days, you don't really get that a lot, you know? Just, I mean, look at that chart.
that's nice. Yeah.
Usually, yeah, like you usually don't get, like, there's the trading strategy, the 3 bar reversal, a very popular strategy, which I think, I kind of use to some small degree, that if you have really three robust candles up, you just don't buy. If you have three strong down, you don't short. Usually traders are looking for reversals after such selling. This thing moved off the all-time high. You're right back into that value area of 42,500. And you know what else is interesting here is that, like, usually you don't get that move because they gap it up on you, right? They gap the market up
Yeah.
on you, kind of like the Nasdaq is right now. But the Dow has not gapped up. So if
Not
this
yet.
just happens to open weak and sell off early, I think, like, you got to buy that dip. Like
Do we
if you
have
trade
any
into,
news? Do you know any news right now? Upcoming at 5:30?
no, it might be, it's not very many. Maybe it's more Boeing. They missed some profits, I think. Um, Lockheed Martin kind of didn't do so well with earnings, but that stock was really, really kind. I guess you could say it was kind of overbought. Maybe they didn't meet expectations, but no, I think it's an opportunity for a bounce play today. It really looks attractive, you know, kind of like me and my blue eyes, very attractive. Um,
You're
uh,
cute.
you know,
Yeah.
that's just
He's
it's
looking
kind
for
of that
a
way.
compliment from me this early
And no, I'm
morning.
not. I was just gonna say something like I was gonna say about you, but I'm like, I can't flirt with you on the screen here. It's gonna look stupid after a while. They're gonna get tired of hearing that. Like, this is dumb. We didn't show up to hear that. So I just kind of threw myself in there at the last second. And yeah, that's what I did. Sorry, guys. So I think I'm gonna try to buy the US 30. Trying to
Yeah,
grab a little
that looks
bounce
good. I
ski
agree.
on it in the morning. And if you look at like even during this pullback, you look at like the daily with Apple,
What is the
still looks
news?
pretty
Did you
good.
say? I'm sorry, I didn't listen. Sometimes when
No,
we listen to each
yeah, that's
other,
normal.
guys, just
I
to
didn't. There
warn.
isn't any news. Like there's like no news behind any of this sell off. Like
No news
that's the
in
thing.
15 minutes are news. Are news.
Oh yeah, okay. We got paid. What do we got? Payrolls every Thursday. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I just wanted to
Yeah,
tell our
payrolls every.
viewers sometimes if you look at us and one of us looks like they're zooming out, that's normal. That's normal when we talk to each
Yeah,
other.
that's normal because we are zooming out, you know. I'm at the age now where I have multiple mini strokes during the day where I'm like,
I just looked at you a
ooh,
few
that one
minutes
was
ago.
tough.
You
Okay, I'm
look
back.
like you're zooming out.